Hey, Bruce Naylor, your boomer consumer. And I've been using this Sony AX100 as my primary YouTube camera for close to 2 years now. And I absolutely love it. It is a proper video camera and it has a nice 1-inch sensor, which is a very high-end thing in the world of camcorders. If you look at a lot of even semi-professional camcorders, they normally have like a 1/2 0.5-inch sensor. This has a full-inch sensor, all manual controls on there, built-in ND filters. It is an absolute workhorse of a camera. That being said, it is a couple years, it is an older unit, and I have been thinking about a replacement. And so I wanted to unbox and share with you my recent purchase of the Sony A6400. Now, I've done a lot of research on cameras. Here's the situation I'm dealing with. My home office is a spare bedroom. It has one window that faces east, so I don't get a whole lot of light. So I have to do a lot of artificial lighting. And because it's small, I also need a pretty wide lens. So I need a wide, fast lens. That's hard to find, especially when you start talking about APS sensor cameras. But this, I think, fills the bill. So anyhow, there's just so many features about this camera that really are just exciting for me to have. So you get a APS-C sensor, 24.2 megapixels, ISO range between 100 to 3200. And if you do still photography, I'm not a photographer. I'm not a stills photographer, so that's really not important to me. But the phase detection autofocus on these are amazing. I hear they're even better than Canon. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Real-time eye autofocus, okay? That might be a bit of a problem for me because I wear glasses, but that's okay. Just the face detection alone on these things is phenomenal. Real-time tracking, silent shooting, touch to focus, and touch shutter. You have the Exmor CMOS sensor, the Bion's X processor, 4K HDR. I'm going to try HDR at some point. XAVCS, wonderful codec to work with, especially. I have no problems with Final Cut. Dolby Audio, Wi-Fi certified, near-field communications, HDMI, XGA OLED TrueFinder, multi-interface U on here, HDMI, no idea what NI is. We go now. This kit includes both the camera and it came with the 18 to 135 zoom lens. Now, this would not be a good lens for shooting, so we're going to get into the lens in just a few moments. But certainly that's a nice lens for just walking around, street photography, etc., because you have that nice zoom range on there. Couple that with this, the Sigma 16mm f1.4 lens. This is the star of the show, in my opinion. Super fast autofocus, big, fast, and fairly wide. This is about the equivalent on this Sony of a 24mm lens on a full-frame camera. So it should be nice and wide and give the look that I'm looking for in my video. So we'll get to that in just a moment. Because this is going to be a studio camera, I also bought a dummy battery. So I won't have to mess with batteries at all with this thing. Just it'll run on AC full time. This camera is going to be on a tripod all the time. That's what I'm going to use it for. And then the AX100, this is going to be my B camera going forward. So now that I've talked a little bit, probably too much, let's go ahead and unbox this. And there we go, come on. And see what's in the box. All right. Sony does a real nice job with their packaging. Okay, so we got pamphlet here, and we got the warranty, more about lenses and accessories, some instructions, I think, for the lens, all kinds of paperwork. By the way, this, without the lens, you can get the body only for around $900, and I think you can get the standard kit lens for another $100 more. I opted to get the 18-135. So we have that. And let's see here. Melissa. Okay, let's start with the lens hood. I generally, if I'm in studio, I don't keep the lens hood on. Maybe I should. What do you think? You keep your lens hood on? There is the lens. Wow, that is beautiful. Wow, this is a Sony E mount. There we go. It's got a nice bit of weight to it. Nice smooth focus ring. There we go. Zoom control. Autofocus, manual focus, E-mount, and I believe this has OSS, or the optical steady shot, in the lens. So I believe it is a stabilized lens. Okay. Put this back on. Okay, well. All right. Got the Sony wrist strap. Again, this is going to be on a tripod, so I'm not concerned about that at all. And we have AC plug. One Sony, I think this is, what do they call that, an F50? FW50 battery. Is small. Boy, that is a small battery. That is really small. Okay, well, again, I'm not really going to be using that. I may use it just to set up the camera initially before I put it on the tripod. This is the this is like an eye cover for your viewfinder. If you're going to be using it with the flip-up screen, the flippy screen, you probably don't want to put this on. A micro USB to USB cable, okay? By the way, this is going to be tethered to my laptop, and I'll use my laptop as a monitor using the Sony Imaging Edge software, I believe is what it's called. And then finally, the camera itself, the star of the show. And there it is. And I think that's everything that comes in the box. Wow. This is a lot smaller than the old Canon 70. Here's the AX100, and here is the A6400. You look at this and go, holy cow, how can this possibly be worth $1,000? But it is a mirrorless camera, and this has so many more features. Here, I'll put this back. The X100 does not have any kind of picture profiles, where this does. It can't shoot in HDR. This can. Here's the thing, that one of the things I love about a camcorder is you have unlimited recording time. You're only limited by the battery and the memory card. Whereas like my 70D, you have a 30-minute record limit and it stops. I make a lot of mistakes when I record videos, and I prefer to let the video roll through and then edit that out. Okay. These are the downsides on the A6. Here's what I found. When you're trying to get the most value out of tech, I think if you kind of pick about the middle of the pack, right? So you have the A6100, the 6300, the 6400, the 65, 6600. If you go about the middle pack, I think that's where you find the most value for the buck. And I think this is probably the most bang for the buck camera in the A6000 series right here. Now, I'm not really doing a review of this camera right at the moment, but I just wanted to share with you the unboxing experience. It does feel pretty good. It is compact, very compact. So you wouldn't really feel very uncomfortable taking it out and about if you wanted to shoot video. There is no IBIS in here either. That's one of the downshots of this camera. No IBIS. Sounds like a disease, doesn't it? I've got IBIS. Oh my God, get to a doctor. No, I'm just kidding around. So yeah, I will be using this as my A camera for a while. Then in a short period of time, I will review it. Now, you could couple it with this lens, but I'm not going to. Rather, we're going to couple it with this, the Sigma 16mm. This is a prime lens, so it doesn't zoom or anything like that. But 16mm and aperture f1.4. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of stuff from Sigma on there. I've just seen so many videos about what a fantastic lens this is. You can pick this up for about $400. I'll have my Amazon affiliate links down below if you're interested in the A6400. Yeah. Okay. I would guesstimate that this lens weighs about twice as much as the 135, 18 to 135. This thing feels super, super solid. Wow. Check this out. Look at that. That is huge. A fast lens means that it has a very low aperture number. f1.4 is like, it's just almost unheard of out in the lens world. I mean, this is an amazing lens for the price. Really buttery smooth on here. I don't see an autofocus switch on here, but it does have autofocus, which is super, super important. So this is the lens and the camera that will now take place of my A camera on my videos, but this is still an awesome camera. I'm hanging on to this. There is a successor to this, A700, but for me, this is a fantastic camera, the AX100. But I can't wait to see the quality of video that I can get out of this A6400. That's what I wanted to share with you today. Can't wait to get all this set up and get it tested out. Bruce Naylor, your boomer consumer. I think this represents value for the money if you're looking for a camera for whether it's stills or video, and you want beautiful video, and you want options like picture profiles, HDR, 4K 30p, full HD up to 120 frames per second. Crazy fast. It's probably something I'd never use here, but there you have it. 4K no crop. That's another nice thing. I guess if you record in 30 frames per second, there's a slight crop. At 24, there's not. Some people say it's really just as good as the A7 III, but for half the price. We're going to find out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.